Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Is my screen visible to all? I think my screen is not there. Okay, please confirm me in the chat box if my screen is visible and everyone is able to view the screen. All right, so I think my screen is visible now and I can proceed with that. Please confirm me in the chat. So let me quickly open the chat box side by side. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Screen is blank now. Mohan Kumar ji, screen is visible, I guess. Okay, now visible. All right. So actually, chats and the screen on YouTube is coming for around 20 seconds delay. So maybe what I'm trying to say will come to you after 20 seconds. No worries. So let us quickly start this session today and uh, let me start with the very beginning of Power Automate. So the very first thing is, yeah, good afternoon all. So the very first thing is, what is Power Automate? So Power Automate is nothing but a simple RPA tool which you can use using drag and drop option. Now what is drag, what is drop, that we are going to see in next 2 to 3 minutes. I will try my best to explain all the features, like how the UI looks like, how you have to download Power Automate, and I will try to explain in a way that you are a very beginner and you have no coding background, you don't know how to make any automation. I will try to teach in that way. So if you are trying to make the flows along with me side by side, you can do that. I will try to go very slow now. So as I told, that Power Automate is nothing but just a tool, a software by Microsoft, which can help you to make any automation robotic automation using drag and drop. You don't have to write any code, you don't have to learn any coding language. With just simple drag and drop options, you will be able to make your own robot. Okay, this is something like what Claude Cowork also do for you. So nowadays a lot of people are using Claude Cowork, and using Claude Cowork you can make your own what we call that AI agents and all. So Power Automate is a very old software which can do all these things without any paid subscription. If you are using Windows 10 or above version, that is a Windows 10 or 11, then you don't have to pay any amount for Power Automate desktop. Now the thing is how to install Power Automate. That is the first thing. So here on your screen you have to come to the search option, and in the search you have to type Microsoft Store. You have to select this option, Microsoft Store, and then click on this. The moment you click on this, it may take up to 3 to 5 seconds to open Microsoft Store in front of you, and then on the top you will find a search bar where you have to search for Power Automate Desktop. You have to search for Power Automate Desktop. In the Power Automate Desktop, after searching that, in the Microsoft Store, you will find the first result as Power Automate, and for some it may give this blue button for open, or it may look like installed button can be there. For some it may ask you to install or get, the get button can be there. So if you are able to see the get button here, just you have to click on this Power Automate. After clicking on this Power Automate, you will see instead of this installed right here, instead of this installed, you will be able to see get button if you have not installed it earlier, right? But if you have installed it earlier, then you will be able to see the installed option, and just with that we have to close the Microsoft Store and we can now open our Power Automate desktop. Please confirm me in the chat box if you have already installed Power Automate, so that I can move forward and I can go to the next step. If you have not done, I will wait for around 30 to 40 seconds so that you can quickly install that. Please confirm me in the chat box if you have already installed Power Automate so that I can move further. If you have not installed, I will wait for 30 seconds. Installed. Arun Kumar ji is saying installed. No, installing. Okay. Evertex Consultant, I am waiting for you. Please quickly go to your Microsoft Store, then search for Power Automate Desktop on the top, and then please install that. Yes. Some more people are saying installed. Okay. We will just wait for next 10 to 15 seconds. All right, let me move further. I have just closed that Microsoft Store, and now once my Power Automate is installed, I have to do sign up. For my case, already I have completed the sign up process, but still I will explain you how to do the sign up so that if you are a beginner, it will be easy and helpful for you. So just go to your search option here in left corner and then select Power Automate. Select Power Automate, or if it is not showing there, you have to type. You have to type in the search box here POWER and then Automate, Power Automate. You will get a blue color icon. You have to click on that and this application will open, and this is the home page of our application. Now you may not be able to see the home page if you have installed it for the first time and if you have not signed up your Power Automate desktop. For that, if you are not able to see this, a pop-up might come for you where it will ask you to do sign up. So you have to click on the sign up button and then you have to enter your email ID and the password that you want to create, or it may send an OTP and you have to verify the OTP to proceed further. Okay. Now the thing is, if you have already installed it, you can see if the account is logged in here, you will be able to see your name or email ID here on right top. So now you can see on the right top, I am having Gautam Kumar Sharma, that is my name is there, and here is my Microsoft ID. Okay. If I do sign out, so I will not be able to see all the projects that I have created here. Right now I am not going to I will not do sign out. Just I am trying to show you where you will be able to see that if you have already logged in or signed in here in Power Automate desktop. So here you will get your name on the top. Now here in this home page, we are having a lot of options. We will focus from this top left corner. Here you can see a button is there, a button asking us for new flow. If we want to create a new flow, flow means what? Flow means a project, an automation that we can make here in this application. What kind of automation, we will see it later, but first just understand that if you want to go with a new project, you have to click on this new flow button. Where else we can find this new flow? If we come here, you can see here also we are having a button new flow. Anywhere if we can click, we will get this pop-up, create a new flow, and here we have to enter the name, and then we can make the flow. Now along with this new flow button, we are having a few tabs here. The first tab is home tab, the second tab is this flow tab, and the third tab is this example tab. Three tabs we are having on the left top corner. Okay. Now in the home tab we are having this start tour option. If we click on this, it will take us to a quick tour of this software, where it will show that here is the new flow button, here is the example section and tutorial section, and a lot of the things are there and how we have to navigate that. Now if you can focus here, they have mentioned that start with an example, and apart from that here is a button see all. So if we click on this see all button, it will take us to a page or take us to the tab of example. Here you can see we were having three tabs on the left side, so the last tab was example. So now after clicking on this see all, we are just moving to the example tabs. Within this example tab, what we are having is, here it is trying to give some idea what exactly we can do with this Power Automate software and what kind of automation we can make here, right? The very hot topic is PDF. If you want to extract any data from PDF, if you want to manipulate any PDF file, if you want to split any PDF, if you want to merge any PDF, if you want to rename any PDF. So this PDF is a very hot topic. Sometimes we have to do some web scraping, we have to pull some data from the web, so web automation is also there. Here right on the top you can see web automation, PDF automation, desktop automation. That means if you want to open any application from your desktop automatically and perform some activity, then that is there. Excel automation is there. Let's suppose you want to read some Excel data and you want to search it online, and then you want to get the result from online and save it back to the Excel. So all these things you can do using this software. All right. So let us move with one example tab. Here if I click on this PDF automation, with just one click you can see I am now able to see around 9 different automations. You can see these are 9 different kind of automations here on my screen. The first automation is about create PDF from selected PDF pages. That means you are having multiple pages in a PDF, and for each page or for selected pages you want to extract and you want to create a new PDF file. Get image from PDF, merge to PDF, extract table from PDF. A lot of things are there. We will see all these things one by one, not from the example, but we will try to create our own. Okay. Now I am just trying to inform you how you can explore this example tab and how you can start learning on your own itself. Now let's suppose you want to go with this extract tables from PDF. You want to see what is inside, what they have done. Just you have to click twice here, or you can go with this edit button. Here you can see one edit button is there, this one. Just you have to click on that button. The moment you click on that button, automatically a new tab for Power Automate, a new instance will open, and here it is showing that extract tables from PDF. This flow is going to open, and just we have to click on this got it button. All right, now we are having this screen. So the screen seems very messy. We are having a lot of things here, and as a beginner we don't know what exactly it is. So before explaining this part, I will take you to a fresh screen which appears in front of you when you are trying to open a new flow. So for that, what I am going to do is I am just going to this new flow button on my home page, and here you can see new flow, this button is there. So I will just click on this button, and after clicking on the button I am getting a pop-up. It is asking me to enter the flow name. It is saying create a flow. Okay, flow means what? Nothing but a project, a agent, a staff, whatever you want to say, you can say that. Now I am giving it a name, my first flow, and I am clicking on this create. Before clicking on this create, I will explain you one more thing, that here one toggle button is there, and this button is there for this power FX enabled. Now what is this power FX enabled? Power FX enabled means if you want Power Automate to write the code behind your automation, behind your projects, behind your actions that you are going to select, it should be written in the official language of Power Automate platform, or the Power Platform official language. Okay, right now I will ask you not to turn on this feature, just keep it as it is and click on create. Alright, so now this is a complete blank instance of a new flow in front of us, and let me go to the example flow where the extract tables from PDF example was there. You can see here a lot of steps are there, and if I mark, you can see step number, it started from one number, and here on my screen I am having up to step number 16. Here you can see up to 16 number we are having the steps here. Now how to create these steps, what it can do for us, we will see one by one. Before that I will explain what exactly this screen is about and how we have to use this screen. Right, now here in this screen we are having a toolbar, the header, and some more things. Here first of all you can see that we are having a header section where we are having this help, edit, debug, tools, view, help, all these buttons. Then we are having a toolbar where we are having this save, run, stop, run next action, recorder, all these options. Recorder is a very cool feature and we will see it in an example today. Now after that we are having this subflow option here. This is the flows that we are going to create. This is the main flow which will be there by default. If we want to create some more flow, like a flow within a flow is known as subflow. Okay, so if we want to create more subflows here, we have to click here, we have to go to this new, and now if I click save, you can see one more tab is added here with the name subflow. I'm not going deep about the subflow options. I will just go, I'm just trying to introduce the options, like what are the options, how we have to navigate, and how we have to find the things. Now in our left side we can see we are having a panel, a vertical panel from top to bottom, which is having a lot of options. It starts with the variable, then the conditional, loop, flow, run flow, flow control, system, workstation, scripting, file, folder, UI automation, browser automation, Excel, Word, Access, email, clipboard, Outlook, a lot of things are there. Text, PDF, within PDF if we can see it is giving more options like extract text from PDF, extract table from PDF, where we can use this extract table from PDF if you know. If we want to extract any PDF bank statement table into an Excel, we can use this one. Extract PDF, file page, merge PDF, a lot of things are there, right? Similarly, if we go to Excel, we can see launch Excel, attached to running Excel instance. This can be somewhat confusing action for you. Save Excel, close Excel, write to Excel, add new worksheet, and get column, clear cell in Excel, filter cell, a lot of things are there, right? Now how to use all these options, how to make your own flow, that is what we are going to learn now. So Now the thing is, first of all, we will try to make a very simple flow for merging two PDF. Okay, we will try to make a very simple flow for merging two PDF. Now let me quickly go to a folder and extract two PDF for you, and I will take it out to okay, so let me go. Let me see if I am having any PDF here. Okay, I am having this ICI Summit 2026 and this one Beyond Tally. Okay, so what is there? Okay, I can use this one. So I am taking this two PDF, I am copying it and I am saving in my desktop. I am creating a new folder in my desktop, making a right click, going to new and then a folder. Here in this new folder, I am giving it a name, PDF data or PDF file, whatever. And here I am trying to save two PDF. Okay. Now what I want is, I want to create a new PDF file, a single file, which should have this two PDF content merged in a single PDF. Okay. So how to do this? So for that, we will go to our Power Automate. In Power Automate, this left side is known as action panel or action pane, P-A-N-E, pane. This part is known as the workstation or the blank canvas, where we have to drag anything from there and we have to put it here. We have to drag any action from there and we have to put it here. Okay. In the right side, we are having a tab for a variable, and for getting the UI button is there and images button are there. We will see it while working. Okay. Now, as I told you that we are going to make our very first flow, and the first flow we will try to make a very simple one where we just have to merge two PDF, and that too we will do using a single action only. We will not go with multiple actions here. So for getting the PDF action, what we can do is, we can either search here in the action tab or action button, or we can scroll here and we can select this PDF, and then we have to click on this arrow button near the PDF, and from here we can find merge PDF file. After finding that, we have to click and drag and drop it here like this. Once again I will tell, either we can search or we can just go to this PDF, and within PDF we have to find out the merge PDF files, that action. These are all actions. Okay, we have to just press and hold our left click on this action. We have to drag it and drop it here in the white part, the workstation part, and after dropping that, you will see that one action is added here. Along with that, we are getting a new pop-up which is asking us for some argument. Now what is this argument? What kind of language I am trying to use here? Argument is nothing but the conditions, the things that we have to apply, or we have to enter the details here so that this flow or this robot can work. Okay. Now after dragging and dropping it here, the very first thing that it is asking is PDF files, because our flow is about merging two PDF. So here first of all we have to enter, or we have to navigate the PDF file that we want to merge, and here as the word is mentioned as merge PDF files, and here I want you all to focus on this files. It is written as files, that is more than one file. Okay, so that means whatever PDF we want to merge, we have to give the PDF path here. Okay, now instead of giving the PDF path, what we can do, like we have two options. Either we can go to this folder, we can make a right click, and after making a right click we can go to properties, security, and from here object name we have to completely copy it, and then we have to paste it there in Power Automate. Either we can do that, but that can be a very tedious job, and we may have to spend more time doing that. So better what we can do is we can simply come to this button, select file. Here you can see two things are there. One is select variable, one is select file. What is variable we will see in next 10 to 15 minutes. Right now we will go with this select file. In the select file, when we click on that, automatically our document folder is opening. We have to now browse our PDF that we want to merge. So here I am having two PDF. So I will select both the PDF and I will click on open. The moment I click on open, you can see how it wrote the data. It wrote it in a variable format. Now what is this variable format? If somewhere in your Power Automate you want to write a text as a variable, it should start with a percent sign, it should close with a percent sign, and if the value is text, then it should start with a square bracket, it should close with a text it should close with a square bracket, and one single inverted comma, that is the apostrophe, should be there before opening and closing each path. It might seem confusing what I am trying to say. Now I will explain you the logic. I am going back to this folder. I am making a right click on my PDF, on a first PDF. I am going to properties. I am going to the security, and I am selecting this complete path and I am copying this one. Okay, from the object name I am taking the complete path and I am trying to copy that. After copying that, I will just paste it here, and now you can see I am just having my PDF file path. Okay, now in order to write it as a variable, what I have to do, what is variable, I will explain later on. Right now, in order to write it in a variable format, I just have to start with a percent sign and I have to enclose this complete file path within a square bracket, and it should followed by a single inverted comma. And now if we are starting in this way, at the end we have to just reverse the order, like first the inverted comma, single inverted comma is there, then close bracket, and then percent. This is how we have to write a text in a variable format. If something is written within 2% sign, that means it is a variable in Power Automate. Okay, if you are having any doubt, any query, you please drop it in the live chat box so that it will be easy for me to handle the queries side by side. Okay, till now no queries are there. All right, now this is the first PDF path. I want to merge multiple PDF file and make it a single PDF file. So how to do that? So for that I have to select another one PDF here, and now again I am going to the second PDF. I am going to the properties, going to the security, taking the complete object name, making a right click and selecting this copy action or copy button, and again I will try to write it here, but this time what I will do is I am giving some space. I am making this percent sign, square bracket, single inverted comma, pasting the file path. Now single inverted comma for closing this folder path or file path, and closing it with the variable sign, that is a percent sign. Now will it work? No, it won't work. Why? Because here if we have to give multiple PDF file path, then we have to make sure one thing, that after completing the first path, after completing the first file path and giving the single inverted comma, we have to make a comma, and here we don't have to close this with square bracket and percent sign. We don't have to do this. We just have to start this second file path, and at the end we will close this one like this. Okay, now you may think that, sir, who is going to do this manually? Yes, you are right. We don't have to do all these things manually. I am just trying to show you the logic, how it is written. When you are going to select your files from here, from the select file browse button, what exactly Power Automate is trying to do for you. I was just trying to explain you the logic. Okay. Now it is asking merge PDF path. If our Power Automate is going to merge both the PDF, where it should save the PDF, it is asking us to provide the path. So for that, we will again go with the select file. We will select the folder where we have to save. We will give a new name here in the file name. Let's suppose I am giving new file dot pdf, and this dot pdf is mandatory. You have to give the extension. Okay, like this. There I don't have to create any PDF. I just have to write the file name along with the file extension, and then just I have to click on open. And now you can see the merge PDF path is coming here automatically. All right. Now when I am trying to do this, automatically it is creating a variable. Now comes the topic, what is variable? A variable is nothing but a digital container. A variable is nothing but an empty box, a container where we are going to just store some value for temporary purpose, and we will use the value again and again in any future steps. Okay, I will explain the variable in more details in our next flow today only, but right now you can see that if I am trying to give the file path of 2PDF, I am giving the new PDF merge file path by using this button, select file button. Automatically a variable is getting created, a container is getting, a empty box is getting created where it will store the new file values. Okay, I just have to click on save, and that's it. I have not explained this part, add sequential suffix, override, don't override. I have just skipped that, just because first I have to make you comfortable with the software, then only we will move further. Right. Now before running this flow, from the toolbar we just have to save our flow first. We just have to click on save. After clicking on save, it may take up to 5 to 10 seconds to save your flow. You have to wait for that. Alright, so the things have been saved here. Now the thing is, as I told you that here in the left side we are having action panel, in the bottom, the white part, we are having the workspace, and now in the right side we are having the variable option. This part we are having the variable, input, output, flow variable, all these things. Now if you can focus on this one, this merge PDF, if I am trying to click on this twice, nothing is happening. If I'm trying to click on twice, nothing is happening. Why? Because this container is created, but it is not having any value. As I told you that variable is a container which holds any value for temporary purpose, right? So right now it is not having any value. How to give the value? So for that we just have to come to this run button and we have to run our flow. The moment I run the flow, you have to mark that this status is showing as ready, but it will, so the timer will start here, and once the flow is completed, once it runs all the steps that I have given here, it will first store the value of this merge PDF here. I will show you how it looks like, and then the timer will again come to status as ready. Okay. Now let me just click on this run button. If you are having any query, please let me know so that we can take the query side by side and we have to complete the flow in a good manner. So you can see I have already run the flow. After running the flow, now this merge PDF is having some value. now if I click twice, you can see it is showing the value. The value is the new file.pdf, new file PDF, and these are some metadata of this PDF file. Now, ignoring all these things, simply I will just show you that the status is back to ready. If you have not marked this, again I am clicking on run. You can see status parsing running, the timer was there, and now again the status is ready and we are back to our normal state. Now let me go to this folder, and now as I have run the flow twice, so you can see new file and new file 2, this is coming. If I open this, you can see first the ICAI, that PDF is there. Once this PDF content gets over, we will get the second PDF details. You can see we are having the second PDF details here, right? I will show you the individual PDFs like this. This is the first PDF and this is the second PDF. The second PDF, last page, we are having this QR code. Okay, this is the last page, and in total this is having 14 page and the second one is having around 5 page. You can see. So the merge PDF is now having 19 pages. You can see it is having 19 pages, and on the 14th page we are having this QR code. That means it is merging the things properly. And guess what? For merging the PDF now onwards, you don't have to depend on any online web browsers, any online URL, nothing. You don't have to share your data anywhere without using internet. With just a single action, with a single flow, you can merge your PDF seamlessly within your computer, and that too quickly and within seconds. Okay. All right. Now, moving ahead to the concept of if file exist. What was this if file exist and add sequential suffix? Before explaining this, I am going to that folder again, that PDF data, and please mark that for new file we are having new file and new file 2. Now the moment I run this again, we will have new file 3. You can see new file 3, it appears automatically, and here you can see the timestamp, right? How this new file 3 came? Why it has not overridden the old files? Because in this action of merge PDF file, I have given the condition that if the file exists, add sequential suffix. Sequential suffix means add, first take the name of this file, new file .pdf, and after new file, like before .pdf extension, add 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Okay, now I am going to delete this 3 new files. I am just going to delete it, and here instead of this add sequential suffix, I am just clicking on override. I am just clicking on override and clicking on save. Now if I run this flow again, so the flow is now completed. I am having this new file. In this new file, you can see after 14 number page, I am having the content of second PDF, right? Now if again I click on run, it won't create a new file. It will just override the previous file. You can see it has just overridden the previous file. You can see the timestamp. All right. So this is how we have created our first flow, where we have seen how we can merge any PDF. Now I will try to make another one flow where I will try to explain you the concept of variable. With the variable, we will go first with the variable, and after that we will understand the concept of loop, and after that we will see practically how we can apply this loop, variable, all these things practically somewhere in our flow, and we will create one more project here today. right? Now, this was the example that I have opened here. Here in this example, I will first try to explain you something. Here you can see it is just written something in blue color. In the first line, in the third line, in the fifth line, some blue lines are there, some text are there. These are known as comment. So these are comment actions. Comment means what? If you are making a flow, if you are making a project, if you are making an automation, or if you are writing some code, if you want to make any note somewhere, like what you are trying to do in that action, what you are trying to do in that step, then you can just write it in the comment part. So if I click twice, you can see the action is getting opened, the pop-up is coming. Here the action name is comment, you can see on the top in the bold part, and here it is giving us a message box where just we have to type the comment. Now I'm changing the comment. Instead of this the custom form prompts user to select a PDF file to extract tables from, I'm just writing here is how to write a comment. Okay, and now what I have to do, I have to just click on this save. The moment I have clicked on save, now you can see on the top it is coming as here is how to write a comment. That means it has just changed my comment. Okay, now if I run this flow, you can see that here right now all these variables are there and the variables are not having any data. These are just empty variables. The moment I click on run, automatically this variable, just you have to mark it. So it is giving me an option, select the PDF to extract table from. So I will just give a PDF. I don't know where I am having a PDF which can have some tables. Let me just go to this let me search for a bank statement if I can have. Okay, I'm having, but it is in my OneDrive. So if I will try to sync my OneDrive again, it will take some time. Better to go with a random PDF. I will try to go with this. Let us see if any table is there. It is just trying to extract the table. Now it is trying to launch the Excel and it tried to do something, but it got failed, right? Because my PDF was not having any table. No worries, we will just close this right now and we will try to focus on the content for which we have connected here. My purpose was to show this example so that how to read the example you can see after this session, and you can try some automation on your own. Now, creating another one flow, and I am giving a name, understanding variables. Okay, and I am clicking on create. Understanding variable, and I am clicking on create, and again you can see a press screen is there for getting the actions and getting the things automated. Now here if we go, the first action in the left side is coming as variable. Within the variable we are having data table, and within data table we are having a lot of things, and here one more action is there, set variable. Okay, so now instead of going with all these things manually, we will do one thing. We will try to search the things here. If I write variable, so you can see the actions which are having the word variable is coming automatically, and here I am having set variable action. I am just dragging and dropping it here. Now in the set variable action I am having one name. This is new var. new var whatever. This is the name of the value that I am going to enter here. This is nothing but the name of the value that I am going to enter here. Let's suppose I want to enter the name of a fruit or name of a software. Which is the best accounting software? That is Tally Prime. Okay. Now I am just clicking on save. I have done nothing, just I have dragged a set variable. Here automatically the variable, what is variable? Variable is nothing but a digital container, an empty container which is having some value digitally, that is known as variable. Now in my action set variable I have given a value Tally Prime, and this value is stored in this container new var, or let me just change it. I am just clicking it here in the box and I am typing name of best software, or let me just software name, like that. Okay, I am giving it a short name, software name, and I am saving it. Now if you can focus on the right side in the software name, in this container I am not having anything. If I am clicking it twice again, I am not able to see any value. The moment I click on run, automatically my flow will execute and it will store the value Tally Prime. It will store the value Tally Prime within this variable, and the variable, the container name is what? Software name. So as I told you, variable is nothing but a digital container which contains some value. So now we are having the software name within the container or within the variable software name. We are having the name Tally Prime. Okay. So this is how we use set variable for storing any value. Now I am setting a variable again, and this time I am giving a value 0 or I am giving a value 1, and I am changing the name. Changing the name is not mandatory, it is just optional. First number. Okay. Now if I run this, so here in the first number we are having the value as 1, in the software name variable we are having the value as Tally Prime. Okay. Now the thing is, I want to increase this value 1 by 5. So what I can do is, here is an action increase variable. That means our Power Automate doesn't know what we have to increase, what we have to decrease, or how to do the calculation. It doesn't know that. It just indicates us that if you are having some value in a container, in a variable, and if you want to do some addition, subtraction, multiplication, something, then you can use this increase variable, decrease variable. Okay. Now let me just drag and drop this increase variable. The moment I drop this increase variable, it is first asking me variable name. That means it is asking me that Gautam, which container data you want to increase, which data you want to increase. So right now I am having two variable, first number and software name. Out of these two, in the software name, here you can see T is written, that is the text, and in the first number a hash is there. So which variable you want to increase here? Now I can just simply go to the select variable, and from the flow we can, or I can just select, I can click twice and you can see my variable name is written here along with 2% sign. That means if I have to write the variable manually, instead of selecting, what I have to do, I just have to write the percent first and underscore first number, and then again I have to close it with a percent sign. This is how we have to write the variable. Okay. Now I want to increase the variable by, let's suppose 10, and I am clicking on save. Now if I click on run, so the value of first number here, what we have given 1, but in the output, in the final container, in the final variable, the value is getting 11. The value is getting 11. That means first it is trying to capture the name of teleprime within a container software name. Then we are storing first value in a blank empty container, and the container name, the variable name, we have given first number. After that we are saying whatever there is in the first variable, here you can see we are saying, hey Power Automate, whatever you are having there, we are not writing 1. You please mark, it is asking for variable name. We are not writing the value 1. We are just asking it to use a variable name. Whatever value you are having there, add or increase that value by this number 10. Now let's suppose I am giving here 500 and clicking on save, and here I am giving as, instead of 1 I am giving 1000. So please drop me in the comment box what will be the first number value once I run this flow. Please in the chat box tell me, if I run this flow now, here I have given the value as 100, not 100, here I have given the value as 1000, and here I am asking it whatever value it is having in the first number, increase that number by 500. So in the first number we are having 1000, I am asking it to increase it by 500. So what the final amount or the final number we are going to have in this first number variable? Someone is dropping the message 1500 on my WhatsApp. So please don't do WhatsApp. Try to post the things here in the live chat. Alright. The moment I click here, you can see the first number is now becoming 1500. This is how, yeah, Arun Kumar ji told 1500. Thank you, Arun ji. So this is how the variable works. Now, we will see more about variables while solving the things practically in practical use cases. Let us go to another one concept, which is a very important concept and which is the core part, the main part of any automation, that is known as loop. So I am creating a new flow and giving a name, understanding loop. I am creating a new flow for understanding loop, LOOP, and create. Alright, so I am having a new canvas here again, and now in this new canvas, what exactly I want to do is, first I will show you that I want Power Automate to automatically open my web browser and then open this google.com. Then I want it to open a new web browser and open telesolutions.com. I want it to open one more web browser and open kotek.com. I want it to open one more browser, and here I want it to go for beyondtele.com. Okay, I want to make a robot which can automatically, in one single click, it can open multiple websites automatically. I want to make that robot. So how to make that robot? Now we are going to understand using loop conditions. Okay. All right. So now the thing is, first of all, we have to go to action, and here, if you are using Power Automate for the first time, instead of writing or instead of deploying your actions here one by one, first go to your search button, and here search for step recorder, steps recorder. Search for steps recorder. This app will come. This is a default app of Windows. Go to this search option and open this steps recorder. Now click on start. After clicking on start, do what you want to do exactly. What you want to make in Power Automate, you have to do all these things. So I am clicking twice on my Google Chrome. I am clicking here and I am opening gst.gov.in. After that, I am clicking Ctrl N to open a new instance of my Chrome, and I am writing Tally Solutions. Again, I am clicking, or I am pressing Ctrl N to make a new instance of Google Chrome. Here I am going to give it google.com, and now I am clicking on this stop and review. So the moment I click on stop and review, so Windows is giving me a complete steps that I have followed. So these steps I have to focus and I have to ask my Power Automate to make that. Power Automate will not read this and it will not do this. It is just for maintaining a record what exactly you have to do, where you have to click, what you are pressing on your keyboard. Just you have to mark all these things first, so that it will be very easy for you to make your flow. Now, so the first thing is user left double click on Gotham Chrome. This Gotham Chrome means this Chrome ID is there on my desktop. So I click twice here. After clicking on twice, I went to the search bar and I have given edit, and then I have written something like Google, and then press enter, then press Ctrl N, and something I have done. So it has created the complete steps for me. Right now I'm not saving it, I'm just closing it. It was just for information, like you can use this step recorder and then taking a reference from the step recorder, like what you have to do next, you can make your flow. So the very first thing is I want to open a web browser, and after opening a web browser I have to open multiple websites. So for opening multiple websites, I have to store the name of those websites first somewhere in my Power Automate, right? First of all, I have to store the name of that website. I have to store the URL of that website somewhere, so that I can use it time to time. That means I have to create a variable and then I have to use that. So this time, instead of creating a variable, I will try to explain you one more concept of creating a table. So create a table, create new data table. If I write create, you can see create new data table under the variable data table is there. I will use this option. I will just drag and drop it here, and you can see the variable name is data table. That is, if I enter some value here, the values will be stored in this data table variable. Okay. Now here is an edit button, and by default there are 0 row 0 column. So just I have to click on this edit. After clicking on this edit, you can see column 1, column 2, two things are there. Now I just want one column right now, so I will make a right click in column 2 and I will delete that column. After deleting that column, if at any case, if in any condition I want that column or I want to add more column, I can just view the right side. There is a plus button asking add new column. I have to click it there, you can see, and now more columns are added. I am just deleting these columns one by one. You can click on it and then you can press delete button on your keyboard. That also works here. Similarly, if you want to add more number of rows, you have to click on this bottom plus icon on the left side, like this. Now, first of all, we will change the header. So we will either we can click it twice or we can press F2 on our keyboard. So website name, and here I'm giving the URL. I'm clicking twice, https colon google.com. Here I am giving https colon gst.gov.in. Here I am giving https colon / tallysolutions.com, and last I am giving https colon beyondtally.com. Okay, so these are the 4 websites that I want that this thing should be saved somewhere in a container. I have to just click on save. So now you can see in a single column 4 rows are there and the values are getting saved in a data table. I will click on save. Right now my data table is empty. I will just click on run, and after running that you will see that here in the data table it is showing that once the flow is completed, it is executed, all the actions available in your workspace. Now you can see these are the values. Now I am able to see the values here, right? In the first number I am having google.com, but the first indexing is starting with 0. So this is another one new concept for you if you are a beginner. In Power Automate, in Power Query, in Python, in many coding languages, the indexing, the serial number starts with 0. Okay. So in the first value we are not having gst.gov.in, but we are having google.com. This is our first value. Now closing it. If I am trying to run this flow, whether I am able to get all this Chrome browser opened automatically? No, because I have given the action for saving my data first in a table. In a table format, I have just saved my data. I have not asked my robot to open the web browser. Now what I will do is, I will ask it to open my web browser. So I will ask it to launch Microsoft Edge. You can go with Microsoft Edge or Chrome or Firefox. Internet Explorer is already outdated. It won't work. Don't try for that. It will not work. Now, here launch new instance. First of all, the moment I have dragged and dropped the launch new Microsoft Edge here, first of all in the launch mode it is asking me launch new instance or add to running instance. Now what is this instance? Let's suppose I am opening a Chrome here. You can see a Chrome browser has opened. This is an instance. Instance means in the taskbar you can see a Chrome is there. Let's suppose I am opening another one Chrome, this one. So now you can see for Chrome I am having 2 instances. This is one, this is one. Okay, I am having 2 instances here. Now, whether I want to go with a new instance or what. So as a beginner, first I will ask you to go with launch new instance. That means when Microsoft Edge will open, first it will open a new window. Okay. Which initial URL you want? So first we want to open google.com. So now if we have not saved our data somewhere in the data table or anywhere, so what we would have to do, we would have to write https colon google.com like this, or let's suppose I am typing kotak.com. Okay. Window state, whether it should be normal or maximize or minimize, I am going with maximize. The browser properties will be saved in the variable known as browser. Why this variable is getting created, I will let you know in next 10 minutes. I am clicking on save. Now the purpose of creating this flow was when this flow gets like when we are going to run this flow, we want Power Automate to open multiple website in different Chrome browser or different Microsoft Edge browser. But here, instead of giving the reference of the data table, we have given a static value of our URL. Initially, while opening this web browser, what value, which website we want to open, we have given it a static value. Now, if I run this, what will happen? You please check. Please follow my screen. I have clicked on run. Now you can see it is opening Kotak.com in a Microsoft Edge, and it is not opening that Google.com, Telesolution.com, BeyondTele.com or whatever I have given there. It is not opening that. It is trying to open Kotak.com. Why? Because we have given a static value here. We have not referred the name of that container, that variable. Instead of referring the variable name here, we have given a static value. So now what we can do is, either we can write within a percent like this, data table, like whatever you are having the value in this data table, open that web browser. Simple. If I save this, I may get an error. Okay, on saving this, I am not getting an error. Let me quickly run this. And now you can see what it is trying to type in the URL. https google.com, then this percent is coming. Okay, why this percent is coming? For saving the things in a variable. Again another one, again Telesolution, then Beyond Tele, like that it is coming. And this is not the correct way. This is not the correct way of doing the things. So now what can be the correct way of doing the things? Before that, let me do one thing. Let me just disable this. Let me just disable this action. And let me create a new data table. Let me drag and drop a new data table here in second step. And here I will give the name as website. Second column I am going to delete. And here I am going to give https gst.gov.in. Now this time I am going to give a single value. Will it work? And I am saving the value in this data table, and I am mapping this data, like already I have mapped that data table here. Now will it work? Like I have already disabled, I have just made a right click and I disabled that old action, and I created a new data table having a single value. Will it work? No. Still it may throw error. I am just trying to tell you how error comes and how we have to resolve that. You can see how it is writing this. Okay. If we go to this data table, where we are having our data, we are having in 0 number value of this website column. So instead of writing the data table here, if I write in the data table whatever value you are having in 0, that is the first row, use that value. I am just referring the row number. I am just referring the row number. For that I have given this square bracket and 0. I am just referring that within this variable whatever you are having in the first row, use that value. Now if I try to run, what will happen? Now you can see it is redirecting it to https gst.gov.in. Now it is working fine, right? So this is how you have to refer any row somewhere in Power Automate. Now still we have not reached our destination. Still we have to complete the flow. Instead of giving the dynamic value each time, instead of giving the static value each time, we want to make it dynamic. So how to do that? what exactly we want to do? We want to open 4 different web browser where one by one these websites will open. We want to open this 4 web browser in Microsoft Edge, where one by one automatically this should open. We don't have to run the flow again and again. So this is where the loop comes in. This is what we can do using loop. Now what is a loop? A loop is nothing but following the instructions until the works get completed. Loop means nothing but following the instructions that have been given until the works get completed. Right? Excuse me. Now, in order to get the loop condition, first of all, we have to go to the action panel, and here we have to search for loop. Here you can see when I'm typing loop, I'm getting 5 different kind of loop, and each loop is using, each means not this for each. Out of this 5 loop, each is having different condition, different properties, different use cases. The first and the very common one, which you have to use many times in many flows, being a CA accountant or GSTP, will be for each. So today we are going to see this for each loop. Why for each? How to decide that we have to use for each? How to decide? Here in my data table, I am having 4 different rows. For each row, I want to perform some action. For each row, for each of these rows, I want to perform some set of action. And what are the set of action? I just want to launch Microsoft Edge and redirect these particular websites each time, right? So for that, what I will do is, I will go with for each. This for each loop is there. For each means for each row having that data. So I will just drag and drop it here before launching the Microsoft Edge. Now, in the loop, which value I want to work on for the loop? Which value I want to work? I want to work on the variable which is having the list of my website. So which variable was having my list of website? This data table variable was having my list of website. Now I am having 2 things. Either I can go to this X and click twice on this data table so that this data table variable may come, or simply I could have written like this, data table and then %. So this is how you have to write the variable, or you have to refer the variable somewhere, right? Now the thing is, in the loop will what it will do is, first it will open the first website, then it will end the process, and it will come to the second value of that data table. It will store the second value of that data table again in the current item variable, and it will use that here in this launch Microsoft Edge. Okay, I think you are getting confused. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me current website. I am renaming it with current, instead of current item for this loop, I am renaming the variable name as current website. Now clicking on save. And now I am just pausing my, like I have clicked it here, so a red dot is coming, you can see. Wherever near your action, if you will click, a red dot will come. That means when you are going to run the flow, it will stop before that action. So I am clicking on run. I am clicking on run, and now in my data table, the first step, I am having data table, I am having all these websites. Okay. In the current website means in the second step, I am having this current website variable. So in the current website variable, I am having a value which is known as google.com. Okay, now I am going back to my data table. I am going to edit, and this time I will take this google.com from first to the last one, and here I will I will try to open another website. And which website I should open? Let me go with https colon cbic dot in and click on save and save. Now in our data table, the very first value what we are having cbic.gov.in. okay, if I click run, in the current item this time we are going to have cbic.in, not google.com. we are having the first value, right? Now let's suppose instead of launching this web browser, I just want to complete the loop. So in the data table, what is the last value? It is google.com. And run delay, I am making it 1000 millisecond so that it will move slowly and you will be able to see. I am clicking on run. Now you will see first it is reading the data table, and then you can see again and again it is going to second step, then third step, second, third, like that. It is going to do it for the 5 or 6 time. I think 5 times, because we are having 5 number of rows. And now what we were having in the data table in the last we are having google.com. this is the 5th value, right? So now after completing this loop, after completing the second and third step, what was our last value? The last value was google.com. so what should be there in the current website variable? The container name is current website. What should be there? google.com. that means it is taking the value again and again and it is working on it. That's it. Now what we have to do is we have to take this launch Microsoft Edge in between this loop. That means we are saying, hey Power Automate, first take the data of this data table, store it in a container, store it in a variable, and the variable name is data table. So Power Automate is doing that. Then we are saying, hey Power Automate, you start a loop. You collect values from that data table one by one and store it in a variable, in a empty container known as current website. After storing that, you launch this new Microsoft Edge, and here instead of this data table, what we will write, or what we will refer? We will refer it to current website. We are saying that launch Microsoft Edge, and here in the URL enter the value you have stored in the current website and save it. Now if I click run, what will happen? Automatically it will open all the websites one by one. You can see it is opening cbic.in. okay, now it will try to open gst.gov.in. this is the second value in our data table. It is now going to move to tallysolutions.com. after that beyondtally.com, you can see, and after this it will open google.com. so this is how loop works. First we have stored our value somewhere in a data table. Instead of data table, we can go with some Excel, like we can have the website list in our Excel. We can refer that Excel, we can open the Excel, we can read the Excel, and we can store the data in some variable, and we can refer that variable again to our loop current item. In this loop, in this current website, what is referred you can see, and this current website we have to refer somewhere where we have to give the initial URL, like which URL we want to open. So this is how loop works. After making 2 to 3 projects, after going with 2 or 3 more examples, the loop conditions will be more clearer for you all, but this is how this variable and this loop works for you. Now, let's suppose I want to save this flow, so I have to click on this save, and then I am minimizing this run delay to 50 milliseconds so that my flow will work more faster. Instead of opening in a slower way, it will work more quickly. Now I want to make a shortcut of this flow somewhere in my desktop. So what to do? I will just close it. I am going to this Power Automate. This is the home. I am going to this flow tab here in the second option. And here I am going to this three dot and I am clicking on this create desktop shortcut. And now if I minimize everything, you can see I am having a shortcut for that flow. If I click twice, what is going to happen? Let us see. If I am clicking twice, automatically whatever I have created in that flow, that will open. It is asking me whether I want to run the flow. I just have to click on continue. I don't have to open the Power Automate manually. I don't have to go and click on that run button. Automatically it will take care of the things. And here you can see, instead of giving cbic.nic.in, I have given cbic.in, so it is landing to some private personal website. Well, our purpose was here to clear the concept, and I hope the things are getting clearer. If anyone is having any doubt, please let me know. You can see now it is showing that Power Automate flow understanding loop completed successfully, and it took around 18 seconds. You can see here it took 18 seconds to complete my flow. You can see all the websites are there, right? So this is how we have to use variable and loop, and this is all about today's class. In the next class we will be learning how you can send automated WhatsApp messages, and before that I will show you the WhatsApp flow, how you can create the WhatsApp flow, so that if you want to try it at home or after this session, so it will be easy for you. So here first of all I am launching an Excel. I am not trying to go in more detail. I will just give a glimpse of this flow, like what exactly I am trying to do here. I am launching one Excel. In that Excel I was having my data, so let me just copy this and okay, I am not having this Excel here. Okay, so this is this flow is created from another my laptop, so it is taking the data path of that laptop only. No worries. So first I have created an Excel. Let me create it quickly here. Oh, okay, here it is. Arun Kumarji is saying all tabs open in one window. Yes, Arun Kumarji, for that we have to use open, attach in current or running instance, some options are there. We have to use that. That we will be covering in our upcoming session in next Saturday. Same on YouTube. We will come live on YouTube again. So here I created one Excel sheet. Here I have given a header name mobile number, and here I have given message. Now here I am entering a mobile number, like two numbers are there. Hi, how are you? Two messages are there. I just have to save this file, and I have just referred that file path here, and after that I went to this advanced Okay, not here. After that, I have taken another action, read from Excel worksheet. From which Excel worksheet I have to read? Here it will ask us to select the variable. So here you can see, after launching the first Excel, the data was like the properties of that Excel was getting stored into a variable, a digital container in Excel instance, and next time we are referring that Excel instance variable. That means we are saying Power Automate, please read the value of that Excel. Which Excel? The Excel which is opened there in this Excel instance. Which value? All values available from the worksheet. And here in the advanced, we are saying that the first line of that Excel contains the column name. So while you are picking the data, please mark the first line as header. So this is for header, we have to enable this. After that, we are just launching a Chrome browser. We are adding a 30-second wait. In the Chrome browser, we are giving the URL as web.whatsapp.com, because we have to look for the value in an Excel, and then we have to send a message to that particular number. So this project we are going to cover in our upcoming class on Saturday, live on YouTube. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. And if you want to learn Power Automate, please join next Saturday 3 p.m. and in the description box of this live session you can find the WhatsApp channel, the independent office and accounts first. You may follow that for more such updates. All right, so let us just stop this and see you.